Hi.
Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of your distance learning. Um, Today's big lesson is on the power of words, specifically one word, the N word, that appears over and over and over again inside our text and is one that we kind of have to address um, inside or very specifically as we progress through the text. And in all honesty, we need to have some discussions about it um, in our real lives and how it's being used and the power that it has. Um, the other note that I wanted to make, and I'd like you to actually jot down a couple of notes about this as I'm talking about it. But the only other things that I really wanted to talk about was the idea of narration and how we remember things. Um, Very specifically, uh, I want us to understand that as we start our journey into To Kill a Mockingbird, um, we have to understand that what we're getting is a narration through the eyes of a 6-year-old. So, absolutely everything in this text is flavored through that, even though um, the narration is coming to us much later. She must be in her 20s or 30s by the time she's actually telling us the story. Uh, the events are recorded through the mind of a 6-year-old, um, and that's significant. Um, More noteworthy than that, or additionally noteworthy to that, is that these are recordings of a time that are very traumatic in her life. Um, and it's interesting to note, or something that I want us to note, that um, we record information differently into our memories. Differently when the events uh, are very emotional or traumatic in our lives. Just to speak to that, if I mean, you guys aren't. I mean, you can talk to your parents about this. I guess you guys wouldn't specifically note it, but if you ask anyone, 20 years or older, to describe the day of 9/11, the vast majority of us can do that in incredible amounts of detail. We can talk about like the minutia about what we were feeling, about when we actually heard the news, about what was going on, where we progressed in terms of our day, who was around us. We have these picture memories, these actual kind of anecdotal. Biographical memories associated with it. But ask your parents what they remember about September 10th. And I'd be willing to bet that there is very little emotion, or sorry, very little memory attached to that very specific day, most notably because there was a lack of emotion. If, on the other hand, something traumatic or something life changing had happened on September 11th, i.e., having a baby, having, I don't know, it is any sort of major life changing event, then sure, we would have a memory of that. But um, it tends to be that we remember things more fluidly and more uh, fluently when they are emotionally salient. And so uh, the interesting thing, in addition to that, is those are tend to be highly personalized memories. So again, when we watch or when we progress through this text, I want you to understand that we're progressing through a text through the eyes of a 6-year-old, which just it's inherently flawed. Um, so um, today, again, we're gonna. I've given you a lot of resources that surround some really, really, really touchy topics, but to deal with race, I think, is a really important thing, and to do so responsibly, I think, is equally as important. So was remiss to give you the text without at least a little bit of a discussion about race going into it. Not necessarily just race, because that does surround the entire text, but more notably how we discuss race, the use of racially charged language. Um, Specifically today, we'll be talking about the use of the N word. So progress through the lesson. If you have any questions, jot them or drop me an email. Again, I'm working on trying to figure out how to get us face to face. If we can, that'd be fantastic. If not, then you guys just have to deal with these pre-recorded messages. But either way, good luck. Have fun. Uh, if you have any questions, let me know. And I do want like your honest response and feedback on all of the reactionary portions of today's lesson. So, um, best of luck. Stay safe. Stay good. And well, hopefully, I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.